Okay, so we're going to look at the programming of win a mint. So what I need to do is simulate the coin flicking. So what I've done is I've introduced two variables. First of all, coin and count. Now the count is there just to make sure that I only do this 3 times. So I want to set the count to 0 when we start the game. So bring that in and change that to count, so that's sorted. And now we're ready to simulate the flicking of a coin. So let's go back and say when someone comes along and clicks the coin, then what I want to do is I'm going to repeat 20 times the changing of the costume. Now the coin sprite has 2 costumes, heads and tails, so I'm going to flick between those by choosing the next costume and then waiting for a short bit. So 0.1 second should do. Okay, now I'm going to choose a random number between 1 and 2 and set the coin on that, and then associate 1 to heads and 2 to tails. So I'm going to set the coin, that's right, to be a random number between 1 and 2, so either 1 or 2, and then using an if statement, an if-else statement, I'm going to say that if the coin is equal to 1, so let's get the equals, so if our coin is equal to 1, then I want the costume to be a head, and also I want to broadcast head so that I can use that broadcast. Let's type in the head. Else, so I'm going to just use this duplicate tool, drag these two here, else it's going to be tail, and I'm going to broadcast the word tail. Okay, I've got this count operating because this is only going to happen 3 times, and I want to count that up, so we're starting off 0, so I'm going to need to change the count by 1 each time I flick the coin. So I'm going to change the count of the coin, or count, by 1, and then what I need to do is build in a little check that says if this count is actually equal to 3, then I know that I've achieved the end of the game. So if count equals 3, then what I'm going to do is just put a short delay in. I'm going to wait 2 seconds, and then I'm going to broadcast that it's the end of the game. So I've got my broadcast here, new one, and call it end. Okay, so that's got the coin flicking, so let's see it working. So if we say click on the green flag and I click on the coin now, we can see it's going between heads and tails, and then it should settle on 1. There you go, it's tails this time. Click on another one, and this time it's settled on head. So we are simulating the flicking of the coin and randomly picking a head or a tail for it to land on. Now what we need to do is make the mover move in the particular direction depending on whether we land on a head or a tail. So have a look at the next video and you'll see how to do that.